Hello! How are we today?
It's annoying because one of the best songs in the game is in this level, and we get a different one because of streamer mode.
Yes, sadly. Ooh, we've also got a debut video for Modern Horizons 3.
Excellent.
It's annoying, every time they release a video like to do with spoilers for the new set, it's always at like 5 PM and I never have the chance to watch it because we come here.
I have learned much from Mr. Chai, and you, sir, must chill out.
Chai?
Must chill out.
Chai, I do trust you.
By the way, I've been listening to the dub of Black Butler.
Say again.
I've been listening to the dub of Black Butler.
Yes.
There's a Scottish character in it.
Oh, yes.
I actually wrote that thing and said if this made you upset, the whole head would explode.
Yeah, probably.
Huh? It's called Macmillan as well, weirdly.
I don't understand why companies don't just hire actors with actual accents.
You're here?
She's a robot.
I never left.
Robot.
Oh yeah, I ordered an 808 plush. Unfortunately, it didn't arrive in time for this stream.
No. Oh. Told you.
By the way, that Bethesda shop is a real ball ache to try and order all the stuff on.
How come?
It's really picky about like business, like making sure the shipping address and the it's things are not like the shipping address or billing address of some area.
Good.
Because they are
Pro discrimination. Sure.
What's that? No, you'd never do something like this.
Unless she's being controlled by...
It's so weird that the lip syncing is good on the character models, but like obviously the dialogue options are just kind of two frames basically.
By the way, Kale is voiced by Roger Craig Smith,
Who is
the voice of Sonic in the games.
interesting.
Let her
Well, it
go.
highlights his range, I suppose.
Spectra is nefarious, but I disagree.
He's also Ezio in the Assassin's Creed games. No,
Wait, this is all an overly complicated.
and Chris Redfield in a couple of those games.
No
Do
way.
you have any idea how difficult it is to make something people actually want to buy? It's ridiculously hard! Hey, a new whatever! Well, what color, what model, size, speed, do I need it? All that stress, God.
Okay, he really is Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos.
I was going to say, I can kind of hear notes of Sonic there. But,
I'm
well, the chat's doing the thing, but luckily there's only like 2 comments there, so...
He turned fully. Reese got it as well. He turned full Elon Musk.
I know, right? But look at you, wanting a brand new Project Armstrong enhancement to become a rock star. Ugh. You're nothing without my technology. You bought into it, and you'll help bring even more customers.
Project Armstrong was meant to help people. It was Mom's idea.
Well,
Now he's Cal in 7 years.
And look who's in control now.
Oh, yeah.
It's not Calvin already,
Not voiced by Sonic the Hedgehog yet.
sadly.
Time for Spectra's wireless-
Give yourself a voice modulator. I mean, with deepfake you can be. I'm surprised you haven't done that yet.
No, because no matter how good it would be, it would. I know people who do way better impressions.
Should we just carry like a laptop with us at all times, and whenever you address someone, you through the laptop so that you got a
Yes.
Sonic filter on?
Except with a worse hairline.
Stealing my
Well,
technology.
maybe you shouldn't have hit a force field with your fucking guitar.
For doing what, exactly?
I don't know what to do.
Well, at least this guitar works better than my computer trying to run Dead Space Remake.
I'm nothing without this arm.
Chai,
Characters froze, the frame rate was like 2 frames a second, things didn't load, the audio was crunchy.
I've heard the PC version has issues.
It's more that my computer can't run
It's
it.
a harmonic force field.
But you can run Baldur's Gate 3.
With
You mean
difficulty.
like sound?
Yes.
You've been gathering facts in anticipation of Thursday again.
If I can synchronize
Do we get a preview?
The only difference is I'm moving. It's Bloodstained on Thursday now because I've been banned.
yet.
Well, hopefully your performance is better.
Yeah, no, I can't. I'm quite good at Bloodstained. The bosses I'll die a lot on
Okay,
because they're quite difficult.
you're
But
allowed to die on bosses. Oh
then
my God.
the bosses when it goes right Castlevania difficulty.
Beat.
Okay, here we
Spirit
go.
Bomb?
Pretty much that moment.
Everyone lend me your energy.
I love they actually have time on the beat with the vibration controllers.
That's nice. Did Goku give back the energy that he took to use the Spirit Bomb, do you think?
No!
Yeah.
To get it done.
Do you reckon anyone died giving Goku energy for his Spirit Bomb? Bolden's vibing. Someone gave him some ecstasy. I'd like to know he's constantly wanting to... he's constantly wanting to stream 2D platformers, despite never getting past more than 2 episodes because of how bad he is. We said, never forget Shovel Knight, where Kel kept jumping onto the same bottomless pit repeatedly. And you have a go at me, Bolt Ledgers! Prick.
Some context missing there, but alright.
Is there? What's the context, Cal?
There were things.
Was there an excuse as to why you...
There were things
Yeah.
pushing me into said bottomless pit. Not back is an issue.
I don't trust you. Absolutely do not trust you.
Give me a minute. I got another one.
That's what she said. I like how the villains here are just totally inactive and letting him do this. Like, no one's thought to, I don't know, gas the chamber or something like that. It says it was nearly 2 hours of torture.
Good enough. Okay, one last one. Here we go.
I think this is only emotional for you, Cal.
I have to keep an eye on the beat, though.
Yeah.
I do trust you.
Yeah, so you were constantly getting hit by the same enemy into that pit. I feel like there's somehow... I feel like that's somehow worse. Probably. Go, Bolvin.
Need a guitar. I am a rock star.
What you're doing right now, Cal, is the equivalent of only one may stand.
Still.
Cal is nothing if not consistent. I wish he was a little bit less consistent. That's the problem.
I thought you said you didn't need a guitar.
Yeah, but this is much cooler.
But I wanted one.
We can do this.
Oh, this is the next. This clip is amazing.
Finally, some peace and quiet. Someone get me a cortado.
Coffee machine's only putting out decaf, sir.
What? Okay, you think that was cool, Blacken? My giant window!
And now...
That'll take fucking ages to replace!
Yeah, the original song was "Whirling" by the Joy Formidable.
Don't know that one.
Hey, Cal! We got beef!
Beef, pork, chicken,
Do what you need to do, just stop them.
Can I say something? I fancy Ken.
You would. Hey!
Mission briefing. Team, split up. Let's get this jackass.
Go upside. Upside, inside out. Living the vida loca.
See, one of the things I actually did was replay a bit of Bloodstained on the Xbox, so I could work out some of the issues might run into for streams.
That's probably a good idea. I feel like any prep time you can put in ahead of streams, Cal, is good.
Helped it went onto Game Pass and I need something to test if the broadband was working.
Also, I still haven't progressed very far in Elden Ring. Hello. Oh, they've posted something for you.
No, it's another fucking junk mail thing, I swear to God.
You didn't mind when I put my junk through the letterbox card.
I did mind, we discussed that.
So I still haven't fought Renala, but I will be soon. I'm probably not going to have much of a chance to play actually before this weekend. Elliot said he's written the Sandland review, going to proofread it and send it off tomorrow for the record. I haven't finished the game, but I've gotten through as much of it as I can. He said Elden Ring loaded a new story trailer an hour ago for its new DLC. Yes, Carl showed it to me before. I'm still no clearer on what should be happening in the DLC.
Yeah, but at the same time...
It did look as though Messmer was leading forces through Leyndell, I think it was even, but we know that Leyndell has a ginormous dragon in it, so unless like Shadows of the Erdtree takes place in the past or something. Or it could just be like an alternate universe where he leads like a reflection of the Golden Order or something.
This'll be easy.
I barely ever got that animation on the Xbox. Did I change up what my special move is again? Oh, there we go.
Press triangle. I haven't seen it. If you share spoilers, I'll slug you off. Oh, sorry. I just explained some things that were depicted, so sorry.
But no one knows what's going on in the fucking story trailers for FromSoft games.
I'm only speculating because it's very unclear. Nice.
Oh shit. Any more you want to bring this way?
Easy routes out of service.
Hasn't stopped
Yes.
me yet. I'll find a way.
I'll be very interested what Shadow the Erdtree brings to the table,
Probably
gameplay-wise,
some
because
shadows and things relating to the Erdtree, perhaps.
Reddit. I mean, I'm seeing some of the Reddit speculation about where we're going.
I know you want to mansplain everything, Calvin, but once you'll have to shut the fuck up to those.
Hang on, you're the one spoiling that shit. I'm not getting that shit.
I love how you got the how it shifted onto you.
Is it just a force of habit now?
This is like, well, to be fair, Cal, this is what's been happening to me for years. Every time something was the matter, you fucking blamed it on me.
Usually accurate.
You're getting your just desserts. They'll bring more questions and not enough answers like every Souls game. I'm sick to death of the fact that VatiVidya has not already uploaded
my
a
turn to
video.
help you!
Has not already uploaded a video dissecting the trailer. It's been, what, an hour? Give me explanations.
Shake it off, Jai.
Just because no one asked doesn't mean I can't explain it.
Can you explain that?
I do like this song.
You're almost near the
Yeah, it's
part
nice.
of the Spectre building.
It's chill. Kind of bittersweet.
Again, they had to get the songs to match the original thing so they didn't have to mess with the beats of the levels. So this is the same beat as Whirling.
Oh, cool. Well, that's nice. Cool.
God knows what they're going to do with the next one, considering it's a 9 Inch Nails again.
Probably 3mm screw, perhaps.
Now, the band's called the Glass Pyramids.
I know that song. I know that band rather. From somewhere. Kapatia Break, he just uploaded a nearly 6-hour-long video breaking down the story of Armored Core 6 today. Well, that's his problem. He shouldn't be making Armored Core video. I don't play it.
What
Oh,
the hell is that?
we've seen this guy before.
Something you won't get past.
We've gotten past it previously.
Fuck!
Looks like Kale put on the final touches.
So much for the budget issues.
Yeah. Who else is still working in this factory? How does he have people who still employed? Are they not all so destroyed most of the world?
How does anyone still work for Elon Musk?
Good question. Did you know, Cal, it's estimated that Taylor Swift is going to bring in at least £1 billion to the UK economy with her tour?
Oh, cool, but I don't get how she got as big as she did, especially considering that her new material is crap.
Yeah, I don't listen to her. I know people like her. Apparently, one of the students was looking at attending the show in Edinburgh, and for a 2 or 3 night stay, hotels were looking at around £600, which is fucking insane. Which is it just I think that's just the modus operandi of like anywhere in the local area that a large event is taking place. Like, I've no doubt that flights to Hamburg become more expensive around Wacken, for example. Who's the biggest polluter on the book? Yes, true. Given all her air travel, someone made a tracker of the... I love all of the memes that are like... What was it?
Oh, hang on.
It might have been like
break out my inner Tenacious D,
like Gary's mod or something like that, but a person or like a CGI animation, and someone like had an aeroplane fly from one end of the stadium to the other, like a large aeroplane, like a Super Bowl or something like that, and it was Taylor Swift trying to change seats. I very poorly explained that meme format, but it's funny. Oh, it's rocking out. Who can contain such a rockin' man? He nearly fell to his death again into a bottomless pit. He's diplomatically avoiding me.
Oh shit.
Ah! Fuck.
Run towards it! Trust me on this one.
Run towards it?
Yeah, brilliant idea, Corsica.
Train, to your left. Run for the shutter.
I've seen it.
Run for the shitter? I don't need it.
Ha!
What do you think I should stream on Thursday, Carl?
Oh,
My plane's out of fuel. Total plane with another plane to the local gas station. The woman saw gain traction was her leaving her phone on the other side of the bed. Yes, that was it. Yeah! It is stupid, like, it does appear as though she just uses it for frivolous, kind of short distance trips almost.
Nowhere to run.
Yeah, so what should I stream on Thursday, Carl?
Better not Metal Hellsinger, because it's very hard to interact with chat whilst having to. You are going to get punished much more severely.
I'd imagine so.
For that one. For that one, if you miss beats.
It would be hard to stream that anyway, I think.
Thanks, Macaron.
I was thinking about maybe Hades 2.
Ha!
Oh.
That'd be good. You are going to hit a point where you can't go any further. I will say I have hit that point now.
I mean, do you think I would be likely to hit that within, like, a few hours?
Oh no, God no. You're going to be talking like about at least 10-15 hours before you're in that
okay,
point.
That's not bad. Short call taking the plane just to go from one side of the city to the other using a private runway. It's just...
Now, Hades 2 would make a really good one.
Yeah, considering it's on early access.
What the fuck? What am I doing wrong here?
Again, hearing more of the song in Metal Hellsinger is a reward. Losing parts of the song is not a punishment. What?
Seriously, I'm doing something wrong here. I'm not sure what it is.
There's
Oh yeah, that thing. I swear to God, that's the one. That's one of the criticisms I have. I've done this level several times. I swear to God, that thing keeps not showing up.
This should be of assistance.
Thank you. How did you do that?
He's going to the controls.
Oh, Claire and I rewatched The Thing as well the other day.
Oh, which version?
Original.
What, 1950s?
No, sorry, 80s, 90s?
80s.
I actually read, it was really interesting. It was a short story written from the perspective of The Thing.
Oh yeah, it's called The Thing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good actually.
But it even explained like some plot holes within, or like, maybe not plot holes, but like questionable occurrences within.
Yeah, there is a thing, but again, it's because they brought in a few things from the novel.
Oh, I see. It was a novelisation.
Yeah, it's based on a novel.
Well, for example, the bit with the computer where like they model how the thing takes over cells and like how long it would take, for example, for it to
basically conquer the whole human race and assimilate.
In the short story, the Thing has like hacked the computer to display false information because there's no way that a computer of that era would be able to calculate that information. So like, it's a funny little bit that's explained away in the.
It's funny because another comic that acts as a pseudo sequel says that because of the climate, the information was wrong. It actually would be way quicker.
Oh yes. I mean, the short story, to my knowledge, is not official.
No, it is. now. It wasn't initially, but it is now considered. It was actually officially licensed.
It's a really interesting story. Like, for example, it uses the word like communion when it talks about the taking communion with, when it talks about the thing assimilating.
That probably goes back to the religious fundamentalist character that didn't show up in the film version.
But what it does is give a really good view of like how different the thing is compared to life on Earth. Like, for example, quite a few sequel comics.
Yeah, there was 2 continuities in terms of the sequel comics, because they did one which followed MacReady after the events of the film.
Yes.
And then they did one where, and that went into 3 parts. Then he did a one-off, which was basically, no, MacReady and Childs died.
Yes, the ending of this short story seems to be that actually Childs is a thing. But I like the ending being ambiguous. That's kind of one of my favourite parts of it.
Which is interesting because in both the sequel comics,
yes,
they're not. MacReady and Childs are not infected.
Yes, I didn't think MacReady was anyway, but
But there is something to suggest he might be infected, because he does suggest they just freeze, and you don't know, is that the thing trying to convince them to do what it's always wanted to do, or is he trying to convince the thing to kill itself?
Yeah.
Or neither of them, and they're actually. The whole point of the end of that movie is they are doomed. There's no way they're getting out of this.
Irrespective of what happens, yeah.
Yeah. How's that for an anime moment?
The conclusion of the thing in this short story, and which is where it is Childs, is that it's just going to refreeze itself and hope that it finds that it's found later.
When the weather gets better, which was actually the original end. Oh, I'm going to get to play as Cinnamon!
Ah, no way!
What are you doing? I can finally be of assistance. I must seize this opportunity.
He's the only non-Chai character we actually get to play as, right?
Yeah. Enjoy this, Mr. Chai.
Bizarre.
I'm compatible. It's quite heavy though. I could use a hand.
Yes! Let's help him out.
Prepare for something epic!
That sounded like the Sonic Screwdriver sound. Speaking of Sonic Screwdriver, have you seen any of the new season of Doctor Who?
I haven't really been watching it, no.
I have not watched a single episode, but I would like to.
One show I have caught up with for the anime season, Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy.
Not seen that.
I would put it as, I don't quite like it as much as, say...
Do you keep fucking up here? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. It's the last one I seem to be struggling with. I like it... I don't like it as much as...
So, the episode was a tribute to the Beatles, and it was alright. I don't give a shit about the Beatles, but...
I'd say it's better than most isekai. I don't think it quite reaches the heights of saying like Shield Hero or Slime, but you could do far, far worse. And it's actually, I'm really... The second season's, I think, is a massive improvement over the first one, which is still ongoing at the minute, so it's up for a wild card.
I've been really enjoying Loser Ranger, whatever it's called.
Go Loser Ranger.
Go Loser Ranger.
The one on Disney Plus that has really got me going there is Mission Yorozuki Family.
Haven't seen that.
So that is really good.
Okay.
That was very tough.
I'd say it's almost on a level with Spy Family.
Really?
In my opinion, you know, I really like it.
Stop, Gale.
I'd say almost. I don't think it's quite reached that level, but it's definitely going to be my new Shonen Jump fix when the season is over.
This is it.
Let's close this.
She's got the resources.
Yes, no, I'll give you that one. The little I've seen of him, Nutagawa is. I apologise I butchered his name, but his performance is fantastic.
Yeah, I'd very much like to go back and watch some of that, because I've only seen his special so far.
Like, I obviously... Now that Jodie's time is done as the Doctor, where would we rank her?
I didn't watch most of her stuff, to be honest. I think I saw only a few episodes of her first season.
I would say better than Capaldi.
I've liked Capaldi from what I've seen, to be fair, though I've only seen one and a bit season.
I liked her era more than Capaldi's.
You've had a few hits, but
I
think it's time.
This is the final boss now.
and I like her more than Colin Baker's era.
I'd never watched that.
How about it,
I
Chai?
but I think that's just
I can make you a real rock star.
Is he saying, come on down to the other side?
I'm good. You know what? Doesn't matter. We both know who's the target user of Spectra.
Kids on TikTok. He slays. She was definitely in the bottom tier.
My interesting wasn't really into Capaldi's era of Doctor Who.
I didn't like it when I started watching it, but I also didn't continue very far with him. But having watched more of it now, I actually have gotten to enjoy it.
Shit.
So I would never say that.
I like the actress, but the writing for Jodie Taylor is just terrible. I've heard exactly the same. Someone told me that.
Oh no!
Someone told me that there's a moment in her season, her seasons, that just ruined everything.
Is this a joke?
I don't know what it is though.
You think I can't deal with a cat?
By the way, the original song, "The Perfect Drug" by Nine Inch Nails.
Nice. You should speak to Sean about that. She's massive into management. This is fun.
Shit. By the way, you know there's an achievement for being this boss without getting hit.
No way. Well, I guess she fell back.
I tried to get it on the Xbox and I just crapped out so often.
Yeah, that's the timeless child up throughout all previous Doctor Who canon and one stage. Massive mistake in your opinion. Yeah, I've not experienced that.
Fucking hell, this bit is...
I think I stopped watching for a while because I got onto the second of Capaldi's seasons. Nice.
Ooh, and I want you.
Get in, Chai!
Don't call it a comeback.
Yes. You know what? Let's take this
It's just a
outside.
tribute. How was Tenacious D, by the way?
Very good show.
Did they do karate?
No, they didn't actually.
No!
Did a few songs from the original album, so they did songs like...
Did they do City Hall?
No, they opened with Kickapoo.
Nice.
They did Dude, I Totally Miss You.
Oh, no way! Oh.
Yeah, they have Kyle leave the band halfway through the show and then they do that song.
Dude, I totally miss you. I totally miss you.
Dude, I totally miss you all the time.
Elliot, no!
What did he say?
He said when I'm not going to read it out.
Oh yeah, I just realised I just got it.
Yeah. What's the little gauge next to him? Hale just has
That's
a light.
health bar.
No, the thing on top, like next to him, there's the arched.
I think it's a breaking me like Sekiro.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it seems to be.
Oh, get a load of that.
So yeah, after I couldn't run Dead Space remake, I just went Elden Ring.
It's a great game.
So good. Oh yeah, please. Or Moise Peter. Peter Moise. Kind of kicking his ass, but I guess this is just fun.
This is going way better than the first time I tried to fight him. Oh god, I miss doing the fight for the perfect drug.
There you go, first phase over. I don't like these sequences, you know.
I haven't played it yet. It's been taking a while to download onto my Xbox.
Oh.
I'm going to play it when we finish stream.
Good idea.
It's got 80 on Metacritic.
Oh my god, it's Dr. Octavius!
I want you! You are the perfect drug, the perfect drug.
Butterfingers.
We will.
Hello, Peter.
I can break that lens for you, Chai.
So they realise they're ripping off Dr. Rock.
Yeah, this whole thing is tributes to everything. Half of this is a tribute to Fooly Cooley, for fuck's sake.
True.
Yeah. Also, actually, this song's pretty good, all things considered.
I don't like the timing, quick time events, because I feel like it really breaks the flow of combat. Like, suddenly you're in the middle of, like, a group of enemies or fighting one enemy, and all of a sudden it pauses and makes you go bum, 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 or something like that.
Yeah. I get what you mean, yeah.
That was a short at 5 hours, which we need beforehand. People are still...
It's apparently like probably in my time, about 6 to 8 hours.
What is Hellblade, sorry?
Hellblade, it's basically a Viking story about mental health.
Huh? Explain it in gameplay terms to me.
Basically, you're following down this path fighting all these woman's inner demons.
Right.
But what I find interesting about it as well is that if you play with headphones on, you actually get her sort of inner voice. It's sort of speaking directly to you. So it's really, again, you're rather than playing with the headset on.
So, but what type of gameplay is it?
Quite linear. You're doing a bit of puzzle solving and
is it like a hack and slash or a shooter?
Basic combat. In fact, that's been a big criticism I've seen in a few of the reviews for this. It's been that the combat's a little too basic from before, and they.
Oh.
Yeah, the final boss is a bit of a ball ache. I actually considered turning down the difficulty when I first did it. It's a narrative game more than gameplay focused. Which I'm a bit surprised people are saying all this shit.
You get that without headphones, but it's more immersive with it.
Yeah, that's my point. You get that without the headphones, but it's so immersive you play with. I actually told the inner voices to shut up out loud because I was getting so annoyed with them. I thought, now I get the immersion aspect of it.
I wish you'd have done that before you decided to drive into that orphanage, Cal. Told the voices to shut up.
Yeah, but I ignored them and just keep on killing. That Sean Locke, that one's for you. God, he is fucking awful to deal with in this phase.
Yep. Get over here!
Oh yeah, Akuma's coming in.
He is indeed.
On Thursday.
Yeah.
Same day as Paper Mario. That also got its review embargo dropped. Mostly 9 out of 10. People say it's amazing.
How many? There's like 3 Paper Mario games now, right?
This is a remake of the second one. There's 5 of them.
Okay.
Paper Mario on N64.
Okay.
You got then Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, the GameCube one that's now been remade for Switch.
Yes.
Super Paper Mario on Wii. Paper Mario Sticker Star on DS. No one likes that one.
Nice.
And Paper Mario Color Splash on Paper Mario Color Splash on Wii U. And Paper Mario the Origami King on Switch.
Right.
There's a second one on Switch.
And the last one is in the...
Oh yeah, defo. I mean, we're getting it next year because they said they're going to reveal the new console in the fiscal year.
Yeah.
It's also going to reveal they're definitely going to have a Nintendo Direct next month.
First game is about Senwa entering hell to find and bring back a lost world. It's a combination of action, puzzle, and psychological horror. So this is the second one, obviously.
Yeah, that's why this one's called Senua's Sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
So,
like, given that it's meant to be 5 hours, like...
But at the same time, they're not charging you full price for it. It's 30 quid. It's like half price of a full price game. So I would be a bit more annoyed if it was full price and you were only getting 5 hours.
Did you play The Finding of Edith Finch?
Yeah, I did play a bit of that. I wasn't a huge fan of that one.
I really enjoyed that.
That won the BAFTA for Game of the Year that year. And Breath of the Wild was out that year.
Like, for me, it's one of the most different games I've ever played. Which is same quite.
But if I was going to go by those narrative games, one of my favourites is Firewatch. That one's excellent.
I've not played Firewatch.
Mainly because you can actually choose the main character's backstory before the game. God damn it, he keeps blocking off my attacks.
Very rude. But you're destroying his shield. Look how little health they have left. certain representations of depression, grief, and mental instability, and you have it. Needless to say, it's one of my favourite stories you get.
You know, it's a fantastic experience.
Does it have replay value, do you think?
Do you know one of the dumbest takes I saw earlier today? About the Metacritic score? He said that Metacritic score would be so much lower if you took out the Xbox-centric publications. But there's two things wrong with that. By that standard, you have to do that with everything. So you have to take it out with any Switch game. You have to take out the Nintendo ones. So on that basis, and the PlayStation ones without, but pure Xbox, which is publication that's Xbox centric, they gave it 7 out of 10.
Oh right.
So it wasn't as if they were. So it wasn't as if the Xbox publications really boosted the score. They were actually just as mixed as the rest.
Something important I'll say at the end. Stop reading. If there an end to that, replies on Twitter. It's probably good advice. Probably good mental health advice as well, actually.
It was. I will say though, doing that was actually quite appropriate in terms of getting to the bottom of like what was going on with the Eurovision vote fixing. Because there was a lot of people who were finding out stuff like this was what was going on in certain countries. People were messaging about some like the tricks they were doing to boost the scores.
By the way, did you watch the documentary that's just might be new to Netflix? What's it called? Ashley Madison. Website.
Is there a documentary about Ashley Madison?
Yes. Do you know about what happened?
Yeah, that was the website for people committing infidelity, and some guys hacked into it because I know one of those. I think it wasn't the Ruby of Five or Five Passengers. It was one of these other family YouTube channels. One of the dad from that got caught out on it.
Yes, they actually interviewed him and his wife.
Which channel was it? It wasn't. Well, it's definitely not Five Passengers, because that's the one where the woman went to prison for child neglect.
Oh, I've no idea. I can't remember which.
But yeah, so he got caught out in that one.
He did. Yeah.
Does he actually admit in the documentary?
Yeah. It's really interesting. I'd recommend it.
Yeah, because I've always been quite. Because I was when that happened, I was kind of. I wonder if it does it give you a new perspective. Because at that time I was like, I'm sad that this happened to the people working there, but for the people that get caught out, I'm not feeling that sorry for them.
So yeah, it explores the website, its inception, kind of how quickly it grew, why people used it. Interviewed a lot of different people, including those who worked for them as well, those who were impacted by the information leak. It's actually fascinating.
There's There's a couple of documentaries on Netflix I recommend.
Yep.
The Tinder Swindler.
Okay. Oh, I think you've mentioned that one before.
That one's a really good one.
I still think it's bullshit that this game doesn't have a lock on.
Do you know, I didn't at the time I said it wasn't bothered me.
Now
the more I've played of this game, the more it's bothering me.
It feels like certainly when you're fighting against one small enemy.
You want a lock on. A boss fight in particular, you want a lock on.
Yeah.
I've failed so many times in this fight because I don't have a lock on button. Because and in the group fights, I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but I'm begging for it in this sort of scenario. Anyway, another one, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's basically about the tough love programs that came about and are still there. You know, sort of ones of we're going to basically do a military camp for your kids.
Oh, yes. Was this the one that Paris Hilton was sent to?
No, it's about a bunch of other ones. But it basically is about told from the perspective of the people that were there, and they would actually they were basically brainwashed into making stories to facilitate these programs. They basically were talking about drug use that never happened.
Yes.
So that's one I also recommend. I can't remember, but there's one about the revenge porn site isanyoneup.com.
Oh, I don't know that documentary.
But what I like is the fact the guy behind it actually requested that his face not be used.
Right.
In the documentary. What the documentary maker said at the end, he made this request, but we felt it was only fair that we ignored it.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I find it interesting that Electric Callboy actually do the song about Is Anyone Up anymore because of all the shit that came out from it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, Electric Callboy. If you ever wonder why they don't do that tour, it's because they named that song after the song does share the name with the revenge porn site. I'm not sure if it's actually about the revenge porn site,
Okay.
I hate this fight.
Yeah, you keep getting ranked.
This fight just wrecks me constantly. I'm never quite sure when I'm supposed to... It's a skill issue, I fully admit, but I never know when to block and when to go for it.
I'm not sure. I don't know what his telegraphs are. I find the combat in this game quite hard to follow.
I put it this way, it's quite hard to follow if you're a viewer. If you're doing it, you've got a hang of it.
Yeah. Except you could die.
Yeah, I'm just throwing everything at him now, hoping for the best. Because I'm having to deal with these drones that are firing at me, so I've got like 5 things to worry about.
Reminds me of the final boss of Knights of the Old Republic. You fight Freya, or Darth Freya, as she's known, and she summons like 4 lightsabers that she uses using force magic.
General Grievous wants a word, he wants his gimmick back.
And like I must have just been massively under-leveled. I don't even know that. But also, like at the point you
how many side quests had you done?
I have no idea. This was when I was a kid. But also, there was you couldn't save back to a previous save. I think when you were in the final boss, I think, or at least I might not have had a save until that was. Yeah, I never beat her.
Do you find it?
It's a pain in the ass.
I like the final mission in Stellar Blade.
Yeah.
That one feels to me like it's finished way too soon. I kind of was like, I'm at the end of it, kind of like, I wish I had more.
You feel like you were missing gameplay?
No, I've done tons of side quests.
Yeah.
Like I've done virtually every side quest and most of the bulletin missions. I'm like, how am I just at the final mission now? This feels like this should have gone on a bit longer.
To be fair, I thought that the final
hang on.
mission...
This is really important, I can't miss this.
I thought that the final mission or the fight against Khotun Khan was in Ghost of Tsushima was like way too quick. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I think Ghost of Tsushima... it depends, because I think Ghost of Tsushima, I think in your playthrough on stream, we were doing it a lot quicker than normal. I think you can spread out Ghost of Tsushima enough that you...
Oh no, I mean the ending purely. Like I
know what you mean.
It was quite rushed.
Is game over?
Can I please request that you don't echo the quotes to the characters?
Okay, we're doing this then. That was the Xbox sound effect.
Maybe so. But together we're on.
How can you say that when they're winning? Me, to be fair. That's what I'm going to be doing to my opponents in the regional championship. And
yeah, congratulations on getting to that, by the way.
Right.
Can you do me a favour while you're out there and look up some good pizza ideas?
Yeah, definitely. We could have done more man-ass hours in Ghost of Tsushima to make it last longer. You're so correct.
This is just too much.
More streams need man-ass, I maintain. Do you ever get to see Kratos' ass?
No.
Not yet. Well, that was a rush. A hi-fi rush.
I think so.
So that was the final boss?
Yep.
We still got 48 minutes.
Relax, there's post-game content we can do.
Okay. So we've got all the... Nice.
By the way, there was a video on how I got news for you this week.
Yeah.
There was a list of... They were giving out this list of like what the most popular passwords were in the UK.
Right.
The number 1 was 123456.
Of course it is.
It's over. This is just...
No emotion from Peppermint that she killed her own brother. Well, she talked just like this!
Nice.
Second. But I knew you could do it.
Knew you'd get that reference.
Look who's here.
I'll assume by the damage done that Mr. Chai was involved.
We'll get you fixed in no time, mate.
It's done.
You did it, Chai.
Oh.
We did it.
What was that line from The Simpsons? It's too hot today.
Yeah. Why does Chai's belt look like the teacher from Ass Class?
What? What's Koro Sensei?
Yeah.
I
apologize for putting you through all this.
I get that reference, just not.
Couldn't handle Miss Vandelay.
I'm guessing
I
funny.
won't make the same mistakes
Funny.
again. If possible, I'd like to make it up. It would be an honor to work for the company. The real Vandelay that I admired.
And we will welcome you with open arms.
Where's their accent meant to be from?
Oh, Macaron. After all these years, it's so good to see you at my side again.
I should have done something sooner.
Let me check.
Do you need to check?
I need to check.
And our team needs you back leading development.
Got a new partner too.
While it might not look it, it's quite a fun adventure coming to meet you.
I won't run away this time, Mom. I understand what you always
Wow, what a great game. Can't wait for the sequel. Oh, wait.
It might happen.
No, that's very unlikely now.
Never know.
Well, Microsoft still holds the rights to Hi-Fi Rush, but...
Alright, they actually managed to employ a non-white person to do a foreign accent. Good on them.
I think we have a lot of catching up to do.
I like that a lot.
I think it's meant to be in
It is, yeah, I think it's the actresses.
Chai.
I'd love to help, but don't quite think I fit a job description. So maybe I should see myself out.
Chai, I think you know yourself. That you are special. Making the most of what was handed to you and making a difference. I think that's the kind of attitude we need here right now. And Project Armstrong
We can assign you
is
to
that
destroy things.
leader, a real
Also, no
rock
emotion
star.
from the mother that her son was murdered 5 minutes ago. That's so true, actually. No reaction whatsoever. I take it he's dead.
They do a thing if you do go back and do the extra stuff
Okay,
that suggests that he might be out there somewhere.
right.
But they unplug it before it can be activated and just like, please don't plug back in.
Lol.
And the animation in this is excellent.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I didn't... I get why you like it. It wasn't my type of game.
Trust me, if you'll play, I think it's better to play than it is to.
I would have persisted in that, true.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, sir?
I think it's better when you're playing it than when you're watching it.
Probably. Yeah, I feel like you slightly oversold it. Well, I've played it. It's fine.
It's weird looking at the credits knowing that everyone is out of work.
So again,
It's weird looking at the credits knowing every one of these people is out of work.
they won't be out of work. We'll be in other places.
That just looks ridiculous.
It is a weird decision to just shut it down, considering they just released.
It's very reactionary from the Microsoft higher ups.
Why do you think they
And ship confirmed.
did it? Nice. Why do you think they did it?
I can explain in a minute, but we did a bit of this on the podcast. Basically, because they're looking at the cheats and they're looking at Hi-Fi Rush, they're going to need more staff.
Right.
They're going to need, and it's going to be 5 years, 3 to 5 years for their game to come out. No income from the studio for 3 to 5 years, and it didn't quite reach the level they were at. Go by Jeff Grubb's point, it didn't. It's sort of like it was meant. In his words, it was meant to reach here, and it kind of got to there.
Okay.
So it didn't fail entirely, but it wasn't quite there. But the whole point is, the Microsoft higher ups are being way more hands-on
Yes.
after the Activision deal, because they've given a lot of money for this deal to go through.
Yeah.
They now want to start seeing more of a profit, so they're being way more hands-on with Xbox.
Okay.
And they're looking at that sheet and saying, by the way, stop interrupting their alone time, Shy. You're a terrible wingman.
He is not a wingman.
Moving swiftly on. So that's basically what we kind of went on. That's kind of basically what I got from the various reporting that I've seen on it.
It just seemed like a shame considering this.
It's a very talented studio, because again, look at the games they did prior to this. They did Evil Within 1 and 2, which are both very good games. Okay, yes, I said I wasn't a big fan of Ghostwire Tokyo, but I think there was an interesting idea. But Shinji Mikami was all. I think also Shinji Mikami left, so they didn't have the name value of Mikami being there. Either. I think if Shinji Mikami was still there, they wouldn't have done it because it would have been like, how much bad press are we going to get for just firing the creator of Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Essentially. Can you imagine if you went to your boss and said
the podcast, I think closing of those studios has proved how irresponsible the acquisition was. It sounds like it was.
Which is ironic considering Nintendo, we woke up to Nintendo have done an acquisition today. They bought Shiver Entertainment from Embracer Group.
What have they done?
They did the Switch ports for Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1. They also did the Switch port of Hogwarts Legacy. So they loathe to bring it up, but I have to give an example. So they do a lot of so-so ports of third-party games to Switch.
Right.
I don't know why Nintendo wants to buy them. I feel like they've got some purpose in mind.
Well, yeah, they must do. Maybe there are people who have good skills that they want to.
I think it's more.
We shut it down.
I think it's a combination of that and.
It's Kale. Wouldn't put anything past
they might want to get some publishing deals for third-party games. You know how, like, when the Switch came out, they published the physical copies of Skyrim.
Yeah.
They might want to do that and say, we've got a studio, they can do it and we'll publish it, and you just have to give us a license for it. It might open up a bit more for that.
Difference is that's a smaller studio that specialises in ports. It's not as detrimental as Activision's a massive one, isn't it? But this one seems to be quite, as you say, specialised.
Yeah, no, I grant you that one. That's the whole. What I. Let's see. Can I play some more chip space?
Chips. Abba Bungie. Abba frickin' Bungie.
Hang on, there's Steal the Show. Ah, damn it! I wanted that ability. That's where you basically have 808 make a cat video and everyone gets stunned into
Nice. You know what I learned, by the way? Naples apparently has a roughly 40-minute ferry journey to Pompeii. So, if I do shit on the first day, because it's like 9 rounds of standard on the first day, and then if you get...
so exactly the same as the Pokemon tip in the tournament I was in.
So if you get a record of 6 and 3, you pass day 1, and you can get on to day 2, and then it's, I think, 6 rounds...
Ooh, that's less than what you get in Pokemon.
So it's 6 rounds of standard, and then it cuts to a top 8 as well. Yeah. So if I do shit on the first day and I don't fancy doing any side events on the second day, I might just go and see Pompeii. Speaking of the podcast, I still stand by. I think. Oh, sorry. Speaking of the podcast, I still stand by. I think that their biggest mistake was adding New Game onto there from launch day. And we said, Microsoft spent nearly $80 billion on their acquisitions and expected to turn a profit the following year, and got upset when they didn't. Right.
The thing about it is as well to get
a bit of Pompeii. I'll just take one of the statues with me.
Let's see. So let's do the roguelike.
Oh, this is fun. Little side games.
So I lose all my upgrades and everything like that.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. That's not good.
So now it's a roguelike.
That's fun. Different upgrades.
Let's have life up. I think that's a lot of life.
And you can refuse to take any of them as well. Just take one of the people's fingers since they won't be using them. I'll have better use for them than that.
So why is that? I don't think that. I mean, apparently there's a lot of debate going on at the minute over whether Call of Duty is going to Game Pass day 1 or not. Now, the thing about it is, the thing that they want to, like, they're not going to get a load of people swapping consoles at this stage in the generation to get Call of Duty. Like, everyone who has Call of Duty is stuck on the console they're on. What they want, so that's not going to drive you to the Game Pass if they have. What they want to drive you to the Game Pass is the PC market. So, I mean, how much of the PC Call of Duty audience would think, you know what, I buy this game every year, maybe I should get Game Pass, so I guarantee, so I'm saving my money.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, so
I can't imagine it would be a huge proportion. If people play consoles for a specific game, like FIFA or COD or whatever it is, then they're not going to be so asked about whatever console it is, just so long as they can play it. Or whatever deal it is, so long as they can play it. the lowest selling Call of Duty game. Call of Duty Kindergarten.
Apparently, it's a new one in the Black Ops series.
How many are there now? It is kind of astounding to me that this franchise is still making money for them and it hasn't.
Oh no, it makes tons.
Crazy.
Like seriously,
who's playing Call of Duty? No, okay. No one I know is playing Call of Duty.
Put it this way, I will play the new Call of Duty campaign if it goes to Game Pass.
The online is dying.
They've added Gundam characters to Warzone, yeah.
Insane.
They added Attack on Titan to it a while back.
God. Why though? Find a better, find a more rewarding game to just sink money into. At least do it with Magic the Gathering and then you have some fucking show.
You gotta admit though, that Call of Duty the original Modern Warfare trilogy, those campaigns are pretty good.
I mean, the only one I've played all the way through was Modern Warfare 2. But I love that one. Modern Warfare 2 is one of my favourite games. In fairness, maybe there's just a lot of it that I'm missing out on.
No, I know you're right. But the thing is that Lucy actually asked me the other day, what's the best console to play Fortnite on? Like, what is Fortnite available? And I just said basically everything. I mean, you can get on your mobile phone for Christ's sake.
I was talking to one of the students about Genshin Impact as well.
Yeah, I know someone who plays with a Genshin Impact.
Yeah, but not that I play it, but I mean, I tried playing it on my phone.
Didn't hook you, I'm guessing.
No, I mean, I think that's an incredibly reduced version of what you look at with like
the PS5 version.
Well,
so,
yeah,
I have been slightly tempted by Honkai Star Rail because I like the concept of that one, the idea of this train taking you through various planets.
Genshin is way too gacha, right? Thing is, Reese, I've played gacha games and some of them I enjoy. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's one of those where you just go, yeah, but if I'm spending money on something I like, the only reason I don't is because I think I'll end up spending way too much money on it, knowing my habits.
Yeah, the Godzilla X Kong event where they said they spent $80 on a new King Fist weapon and it has a special finisher and that's it. What is the fucking point? $80 for a fucking cosmetic item.
Well, the thing is, I would have probably bought all the My Hero Academia stuff on Fortnite if I was playing that.
Now, you're exactly the type of person that COD tries to ensnare.
Well, I do it on quite a bit on Fall Guys. I bought all the Sonic costumes in that, and I bought the Star Wars stuff when that came out the other week.
Okay, Star Rail and because of the I was done by the Genshin developers, so the gameplay is very similar to the game, just a different environment. I just don't understand the being drawn in by like yes, it's a franchise that I like, but what purpose does it serve? I'm just giving them loads of money for like.
Well, with Sonic, they actually added a special Sonic themed level in
Go ahead, Elliot. I feel like you were going to rant anyway, even if we did mind. Like with Magic the Gathering doing crossovers, I can kind of understand that because you're playing Magic and you are like the cards are designed to emulate characteristics of the cards.
You'll probably disagree with me on this one, but it reminds me a bit of the philosophy of how they design characters in Smash Brothers, where they give them a moveset that's basically like Smash Brothers, but they design it in a way that is meant to reflect how those characters played in their original game. So, like with Minecraft Steve, you're getting some crafting mechanics for Minecraft. You're crafting weapons from stuff you're getting on the stage.
Yeah, I agree with that. Totally.
And that's what with Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't do very well there at all.
Like there's I mean, for example, the Fallout. A lot of the Fallout cards feature legendary creatures that reflect the gameplay in the actual games, which is great. You know how Shonen Jump and Viz have made their own manga apps? Well, I learned last year that Kodansha has as well. They publish ones like Attack on Titan, Blue Lock, Organa, etc.
I know they own Bookwalker Kodansha, but I don't know if they own any. I didn't know they had one as well.
But I just don't understand, like, sinking a load of money into a franchise just because it goes, here's this fun thing that is a cosmetic, that is this thing that you like. It's just so, like, instant gratification. not available in the UK, it's US only, and apparently it's a honking pile of shit, right?
Well, Square Enix is one. I heard that one was a pile of shit because they for one, they give you less for your money in terms of like for example, My Dress Up Darling. Like, say you wanted to go on there to keep up to date with that one.
Yeah.
Well, that one you have to pay for multiple parts of a single chapter.
Right.
And they often will not be and they're often give you, and you're paying extra for the censored version.
Okay.
And they do really bad censorship of it, as in, like, I am fully aware that there are some more adult elements to that thing, but it's a case of where I'm like, how is that being censoring? You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like this is covering up nudity.
Yes.
It's like, this is a slightly risque outfit, ergo we have to... If you're that... I said it with Summertime Rendering getting censored in a few regions. If you're that bothered by it, don't license it.
I guess that's part of the problem, is that like maybe they feel like they have to cater to specific audiences.
Yeah, but then don't bother licensing it then. If you have to cater to that audience, you have something here that's not...
Consider this, they might lose more money by not licensing it.
Well then license something else. There's plenty in that.
They could either take the bad press and make the change, or lose more money. What do you think they're going to choose?
They don't have a subscription service, they use a points and ticket system. Yeah, that's what I find one of the reasons I really like Viz. Actually, the way there's actually the way Viz and Shonen apps get around this is like some of the manga that have more mature ratings.
Yeah.
So, for example, Black Lagoon on Shonen Jump, they require, you can't read them on the app. They require a web login.
Right.
I'm fine with that one. That's a good way of doing it. Okay, let's have Steal the Show, because
it's a weird concept to pay per chapter, I would imagine. Nice.
Now they're just going to stand still.
That's fun. Me to be fair.
I've been playing that thing, Little Kitty Big City.
Yes, is it good?
Yeah. If you and Claire just were hanging around with Luna, you guys will love it.
We love that.
Because it's basically just a game out of that one. I did a whole mission where a cat that looks like Luna from Sailor Moon tries to reunite a duck family.
Oh.
It's really annoying because one of the ducklings won't leave until I turn off the Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinet.
Excuse me?
Yeah, they make a Street Fighter 2 parody arcade cabinet and Duck won't leave. So you have to turn on the water sprinklers to short fuse it. And then he'll run with you. By the way, that duckling has...
There's actually admitted that they've taken a loss of their subscription model. The reason they're doing it is to combat piracy and to appeal more to the West.
Well, put it this way, it's combated any sort of piracy I would have had. I have no desire to view the pirated websites that have updates for Tonikawa. So, because I'm going to get it way quicker and more efficiently on this fee. So I'm happy to pay that money to get that. So if that's the plan, it's fucking working.
I just wish there was a more direct way to give money to people rather than to the...
Well, actually, one of the weird ones is you might end up actually doing more harm though doing that. There was actually an idea that one...
Wait, sorry, you're going to have to explain this logic to me because I don't understand how artists not more directly being paid is detrimental.
Because they could end up being driven to... it might work essentially like tips, which means that they might end up losing more money in publishing contracts. I'm not saying this will definitely happen, but I'm saying this is a potential.
Yeah, that is a good argument.
So I'll give you a prime example. Someone actually suggested recently that game should have a tip button, so you can sort of tip a certain developer if you like them.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, it would be essentially, you'd either have to pick a specific dev to...
Someone knocked at the door.
I'll go see who it is.
Yeah,
it's really fucking annoying.
I'm just coming at it from Claire's perspective because obviously, like,
Virgin Media person. This is the second fucker this week.
You might want to put a sign up saying no cold callers, please.
I am going to put up a fucking sign soon because I've had so many calls. I get charities and all that, but like, if I want to donate to a charity, I would have done it by now. I'm not going to do it because you've knocked on the door. In fact, if anything, I'm less likely to do it because you're fucking doing that.
Yes.
I'm fucking can't stand that
shit. It's so annoying. I hate people who just knock around to try to sell shit. It's so annoying.
And it's like, yeah, I know Virgin's in the area now. I was considering swapping, but if I was...
There's one right here!
But if I was considering swapping...
Yeah.
Don't be self-deprecating, Bren. I would have done it by now. I would have made a call.
Oh, calls will be shot, survivors will be shot. Yeah, I mean, like, the reason I was thinking about the direct payment for the artists, like, Claire sells both on Etsy and on her own website now. Like, probably the vast majority of people...
Where does she make most of her money, though, would you say?
It depends. Like, she's got a lot of consistent customers who buy from her website, now that she's been able to build a bit more of a base. But also, people just randomly find her on Etsy. So there is the advantage of...
You might want to put her website in the comments so that we can...
Sure.
So we can promote her.
So there is the discoverability of Etsy, which is helpful. Same with the publishing companies for manga artists. But equally, how much would they make if they were to sell their products directly? If they didn't have to rely on a middleman to publish for them?
My concern is what that would do. Well, my concern is how would that affect publishing contracts? Because we know already how lecherous the manga industry is at the minute.
Yes, I'd rather not put more money in the hands of large companies that can exploit artists. But we know how hard they have to work to get things out.
There is a charity that does cater to this thing, by the way. But I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I didn't...
As I said, I had a couple of religious people knock on the door today. Didn't realise until I opened the door. And I'll be honest, they were so nice I couldn't tell them to leave. That's how they get you!
No, well, I did. The guy the other day, he goes, can I ask you for $5? I said, no, you can't, and then just closed the door on him.
You should have said, lick my balls.
I should have said, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
You should have said, does your god provide updog?
I know. Oh yeah, I have finished the Yuden Chronicles now.
What's that?
You know that RPG where you recruit the 120 characters?
Yes.
I did end up recruiting all 120, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Took me 95 hours to finish. But a lot, and I will say, it's really great game if you just go from start to finish. But I would, on some level, because of all the characters, the really great characters you get, I would recommend going for the 120 on that basis. But on every other level, I would not recommend it because it's just, some of them are just a ball ache to recruit.
We said that's how they get their victims to their assaults. I always tell them to piss off and their imaginary friend isn't real. You should tell them about the glory of the bomb reefs. And then it said
that's a throwback!
And then it said they didn't preach or anything, they just asked me about my Arch Enemy t-shirt, and they just told me about a group that meets up twice a week and left. I'm not planning on going. You should go wearing an Infant Annihilator t-shirt.
Oh god, that would fuck them up.
Or a Lamb of God shirt. And then you could maybe trick them into getting into heavy metal.
They use Powerball to trick them with that one.
Yeah. Definitely the sound of them. I would say Lamb of God would trick them on a service level.
Now, Megadeth did that when they were on tour in like the Bible Belt. They claimed their name was Megadeth. So they didn't, so they weren't going to run out of town.
Love that. Megadeth. Hello, Thomas.
Oh.
Finally back from your interview.
What is...
I don't like being a dick to strangers.
I do.
Only to Calvin. I know you do. Dick to strangers and familiars.
We have to figure out what we're doing in... Because how many weeks is it till Elden Ring comes out?
Next is the 31st, so it's about a month-ish.
So let's say 4 weeks. So we need a multiplayer game we can do for 4 weeks.
Yes. I'm very excited about it. Multiplayer game for the next 4 weeks. I don't think anyone wants to be subjected to our overcooked gameplay.
We could do just like 4 weeks of a voice acting stream with Dave the Diver, because Elliot said that wouldn't be very fun to watch, but I think it'd be funny if we were doing voice acting on that.
I have no idea what the gameplay is like.
It's basically you do a bunch of undersea diving to get fish for a sushi restaurant, then you work as a waiter in the sushi restaurant.
Okay. And is it multiplayer, you said?
No, it's not single player,
okay.
But I thought that'd be fun. I've often thought for a while that'd be a funny voice acting stream for the two of us.
But it should be Rock Watch Party, true. We could do that in 4 weeks.
I was, yeah. If you want by the way, Tom, if you have high diving, you want an anime to fill in the Bocce the Rock hole right now.
I don't like the way that you said those words.
Yeah, I know where else I was saying it, but if you want that, Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night, very good one. I'd say that is Bocce meets a place further in the universe.
Nice. Tom has also suggested Darkest Dungeon. Why don't we do a Hades death stream where we just stream Hades and every time we die we switch?
Because I've already beaten it on PlayStation 5. I got the Platinum Trophy. Hence why when Hades 2 comes to PS5 I'm going to get that as well.
Lisa said Mod Katana is the Bocce too. Elliot admitted that he's a fucking bitch. Tom said, if I get high dive it's to watch maybe with this. That's actually valid. You can have my high dive login.
I just remember the exact moment, that episode 8 of season 2, when I heard the ending and realised what that soup was made of, and I went,
yeah.
Oh dear God, no! Like, I thought the first season was fucked up.
Yeah, infinitely more fun. Season 2 does take it up a notch, which is crazy considering how fun season 1
I'm
was.
so bad at this.
Yes. It's good to hear you say it, Cal. Acceptance is the first stage, is the first step on the road to recovery.
Let's return to the arcade menu. Okay. Do a different mode. We could do the BPM, the one with the BPM.
Remind me, Tom! It's on you, I've said I'll give it to you. Remind me to give you the information.
So it's not 100 feet. So the beats per minute measures how fast the song plays. In this mode, each floor you clear will increase the beats per minute to the music. Faster and harder enemies will put the skills to the height than ever before.
Harder, better, faster, stronger. I don't know about the best arc, but the second arc I thought was fantastic. But the movie was very good.
Movie's very good. Yeah, I'm going to watch the Golden Kamuy movie this weekend in prep for the podcast, and then I'll probably Saturday watch Golden Kamuy.
Yeah, remind me. So the next Friday is
Golden Kamuy and the Slime movie that's on Crunchyroll.
Okay, cool. Can you please remind me when I come back from Naples?
Oh, sorry, mio. Yeah, sure.
Napoli.
You are going to one of my favourite food places in the world, so...
Does your mum refuse to go to Italy because of its cultural hegemony over Greece?
No, she goes there several times. She's been there several times.
I just feel like she'd like, if she was to go to Rome, for example, and see the Greco-Roman style, she'd just be like, Greece did it better.
I can't even deny whether she'd do that or not.
No idea why, but my calendar says this Friday for Anime Amigos. I also say that every week.
It's next week is Anime Amigos.
Not this Friday,
but
if and then we're this Friday, I won't be there.
And then we're off for June.
Yes, why is that?
Reese's on holiday. Oh
yeah, where are you going, Reese? I can't remember.
But anyway,
is it Rhodes? I feel like it's Rhodes.
All roads lead to Rome.
True. All rhododendron.
Do you know what I did find out? I found out a couple of facts. If you give someone a pumpkin in Ukraine,
yes,
it means fuck off, I'm not marrying you. It's basically to let them down gently.
That's nice.
So it's such an extent that when
Disneyland, that's it.
Ooh. But it's when this is no joke, by the way. When the Russians first invaded, they were actually throwing loads of pumpkins at tanks, saying, "Could you please fuck off back to Russia?" I found another thing. Dundee United is slang in Nigeria for a bunch of idiots.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's because Dundee United did a tour over there, did terrible in football, so everyone said these guys are idiots. Dundee United, and it kind of stuck.
You're gonna hate me. I've never been to Disney. I've been.
Neither have I.
I've been once as a kid.
I've never been.
Tom, I gave you the pumpkin with a little hole cut in the side because I thought you looked lonely. I hope you make good use of it, and it hasn't gone off yet. Yeah, I went once when I was a kid. Would you go?
Maybe some of the Marvel stuff, but that'd be about it.
Yeah.
I'd sooner go to that Nintendo World that's coming in America. I'm hoping to come to Europe soon.
Whereabouts in America?
Florida. Where else would it go? Right.
Florida.
So the beat.
Like 25 years ago since Disneyland. Harry, twice. Tom, no! I put a baby inside the pumpkin. Second time doing. Yeah, I went to the France one.
Was that the time you lit a candle in Notre Dame and it went horribly wrong?
Yeah. Frollo was keeping me up.
I did. Well, the second that news broke, and I knew you were in Paris at the time. I did feel like texting you, going, "Oh, Ren, what have you done now?" But I thought, "Oh shit, he's actually died in there. It's going to look really bad."
Yeah. I think it was just after I got back, or maybe while I was over there.
The other thing I thought was the Hunchback of Notre Dame memes are going to be through the roof.
Yeah. The second it happened, I think I saw a Simpsons meme that informed me about what had happened. It's always the Simpsons shitposting group that teaches me the news.
I love that. Oh fuck! I hit the button again. There's a great meme I saw the other day about Hades' bad choice being Hades. Hold on, Lois. A hammer's great, but a Charon could be anything, including a hammer. You know how much we need one of those.
So true, though. Boom. We're also watching Breaking Bad at the minute.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
We are about halfway through the second season. So fucking good. We've just got Saul Goodman. Many bad things happened when you were in Turkey, so maybe you shouldn't go to Italy then. That's true. Multiple of our friends had very, very sad things happen to them. Well, I mean, to be fair, maybe it's when Claire leaves. It might not be related to me because when I've been to Bakken previously, nothing bad has happened. Actually, to be fair, the first time I went to Bakken,
yeah, no, I was going to say,
I was taken to the hospital, I believe. Yeah, that was the first time I went as well. When I was with Claire.
And the last time we left, someone got convicted on the way back.
And I didn't get my luggage the entire duration. It's only a shame they didn't convict him before we left, to be fair. Claire did not go to Frankfurt. So maybe then. Yeah, maybe it's me.
Sacred fucking blur. What is the time, by the way?
For 13 minutes. I saw a clip. You know the portal between Dublin and New York.
Oh yeah. Someone lifted their shirt up. I saw.
There's that, but also someone showed a picture of the Twin Towers.
Oh no! Oh god, did you watch the recent Cat Icarus video?
No.
He did a bit where he was doing all the iToy games. You remember that thing?
Yeah.
He was doing every single iToy game.
Fun.
And so there's a Bob the Builder one.
Oh.
And he did one where he went, Bob the Building. He's a building. Bob. But he has this little toy aeroplane going in. Oh no!
Oh, dear.
I cannot believe he got away with that.
But I saw another one which was like, if there was a portal connecting me to Paris, France, and it was a clip of the Ninth Doctor doing, do it, kill yourself, why don't you just die?
The one I would have done was that whole Sonic thing. You know when he does the teleporting with the rings in the movies.
Oh, what
do you remember the?
I remember obviously they jumped through it.
Yeah. Hang on a second.
I don't know why, but Elisa, but the lights and the noise and the amount that's happening in this game right now is overstimulating me, and I'm feeling tired.
Yeah, okay, I'll change modes, Elliot.
Bob the Building is my new favourite Caddy joke, says Elliot. Yeah, the portal was permanently shut down now, people were even playing gay porn over it. Apparently there was the original Portal was connecting like Lithuania and Poland or something like that, and everyone was fine. It's only English speaking. It's only Dublin and fucking New York that have had problems because people just keep doing controversial shit. I will say the Twin Tower thing did make me giggle.
I think I would put that Bob the Building in one of my favourite caddy jokes, along with the Dead Bird of the Week.
Oh, I don't watch Caddicarus, I don't know his gags. I do like the H-Bomber guy, though.
H-Bomber guy's cameo in the new one.
Does he?
Yeah, the iToy one.
Ah.
Yeah,
just one problem, Ben. Who's going to buy the houses? Fucking Aquaman!
How far can we push them?
So, basically, he plays off... You remember he did a plagiarism video recently where he exposed something in the Illuminati? He basically does a joke about exposing Caddicarus in the middle of the video, saying that he plagiarised one of his jokes. That only does this prove that Caddy is a massive plagiarist. He's also a racist. And I was like, how the fuck did you manage to get H-Bomber guy to do anything?
Class said that Jenny Nicholson's now back on YouTube as well. Jenny Nicholson? Oh, what's her name?
Yeah, she's one of Lindsay Ellis's friends.
Oh, is it Lindsay Ellis? I can't remember. No. One of them is now back on YouTube.
Well, Lindsay Ellis is not back on YouTube as far as I know. She's sticking with Nebula. Because I'm a patron of hers at the minute. Because I remember Jenny Nichols got a lot of threats after remember that moment where the thing that drove Lindsay Ellis off YouTube?
Yes. Jenny Nicholson is not back on YouTube apparently.
Why was she kicked off of YouTube?
I don't know about kicked off, but she might have chosen to leave.
Kicked off because, as far as I'm concerned, if you harass someone and to go...
Maybe hounded off.
But the point is, people were saying after Lindsay was done... not only is Jim a racist, he's also a plagiarist, which is worse. But the people were saying after that one, oh, Jenny's next.
Right.
I was like, well, then that's entertainment then. You're not doing this because you want to hold someone accountable. It's fucking entertainment for you at that point. Look, I agree that some people should get some shit for stuff they do. But the second you're doing stuff like that and looking into stuff like that, then I call that vindictive at that point. That's just bullying at that point. That's not... And it means that people who actually are doing genuine harm are getting away with it.
Yeah.
Because they're able to hold up the whole cancel culture crap. I'm sick of this shit.
Cancel culture isn't real though. Like Louis C.K. fucking came back and still has a comedy career.
That's the problem.
Considering the fact that he sexually assaulted them is
incredibly
creepy.
But it's because you can't shame the shameless.
I wouldn't even say it's about the shamelessness. I'd say it doesn't last. People forget. If people if people like your content, they'll come back to you. If you decide that you're coming back. I do agree. People get hounded off all the time. It's a horrible thing to happen.
Can we agree though? What happened to Lindsay Ellis was really awful.
Yeah, absolutely. But for me, the same logic applies to when you've talked about boycotts in the past. Is that people just forget.
Yeah, that's one of the big problems. People don't stick with them. They don't stick with them.
Exactly. Show the book. But favourite movie of every white man in his 30s. Some people just want to watch the world film.
Fine, Justine.
To quote Calvin Atkinson, I'm a big poopy and I smell of plop.
The last time, stop doing that.
That reminds me of the bar holding up the speech mark saying I smell.
I don't remember saying that. One of my I don't understand how he came back, considering half the shit he did.
People forget.
I don't think they do. Again, I remember. If anything, I think.
People forget, or they manage to diminish it to the point that it no longer matters. Like with the.
But at the same time, I'm sorry.
Does it look like he's wanking? What were you going to say, sir?
I don't. One of my least favourite TikTok videos ever was that whole Metallica is problematic actually one, because it's like, yeah, I know all this stuff. stuff.
Yeah.
They've apologised for most of it. You just didn't do your fucking research. Oh, and by the way, James Hetfield isn't on social media because of his mental health. That's the reason why. It's not because he's deliberately ignoring shit.
I do agree. It's it's still important to learn that your favor's problematic. Like,
see, this is the thing. You can buy this stuff, but it costs you seconds on the timer.
That's interesting. Using time as a currency. That's fine. Like Beat
How long have we got?
You've got 6 minutes.
Let's go for a little bit longer.
It's like I'd still like to have known. I mean, I don't support Pantera's political views, but I still like their music in the same way I don't support Metallica's political views, but I still like their music.
They don't really have that many.
Well, they have a song called "Don't Tread on Me,"
which I
don't. It's not. Don't defend it. It's not.
Yeah, no, that one. I just think that the band's in a very different headspace now.
Probably.
I mean, they did. It's weird. They have that song, but yet they tweeted out support for the Black Lives Matter movement in 2020. That's sort of, again.
Some might call that performative.
But I found it interesting that when we decide when something's performative and when it's not, and when it's genuine, I find that interesting that we have that. I always find it interesting where we separate that line.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like people, however highly we think of them, will always make mistakes and be controversial. For example, fucking Bruce Dickinson. I idolised him, and of course he's a massive Brexiteer and cunt, basically. Sue me. I don't think he can rival me.
But yeah, he defended.
I think with social media is when people demand enhanced celebrities on any political issue, and then get pissed off when they disagree with them. Yeah, if you won't like the answer to the question,
don't ask the question.
Yeah, just look at Calvo to the BNP every time.
I do not. But speaking of which,
I swear I saw you at an EDL rally, Cal.
I'm looking for. Mind you, can we get the general election out of the way? I want to vote already.
Yeah, they're just going to delay it as long as possible.
December's the latest they can do it, but they've been told not to do that by.
I thought early next year was the latest.
No, December, because December 2019 was the last one. They've got to do it within 5 years. But so they're advising you, but the security services are advising don't do that because they don't want it to coincide too much with the American election.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that trial's almost at an end.
Yay! Prison.
Well, the defence have called their only witness. The prosecution rested their case yesterday, and the defence called their first only witness.
Who's that witness?
Oh, it's one of Trump's legal guys. He's basically commenting on Michael Cohen's state of mind in 2018, around the time he was being hit. And he's so bad as a witness. The judge had to clear the courtroom and acknowledge him and said, "If you do anything else like what you've been doing, I'm going to stricken your testimony from the record."
Wow.
It was mental. He was basically complaining when he was being objected to and saying, "Strike that." And the judge would say, "No, I'm the only person who had to say."
Are they intentionally trying to cause a mistrial?
No, they tried that. The judges denied it.
Okay. It feels like they're trying to fuck things up so much that it'll just be like.
No, the judges. You can't get away with that. Judges are so prone to that shit that they won't let you stand for it.
It especially annoys me when people say that they're only doing it so that they can keep making loads of money because they're greedy. Like, since when was wanting to keep a job that you love a bad thing? We said, and Trump refused to testify even though he said he would in every interview.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Trump lied about something?
No, it was probably a smart move on his part because the lawyers would advise to do it. They actually said, here's a bunch of things the prosecution can introduce about prior bad acts if you do testify, and they can't introduce that stuff if you don't testify because that's how New York law works.
Yeah.
Basically, New York law says you can't introduce bad acts unless the judge can limit it. But
hold on.
I know. I'm trying to get out of it. I'm trying to figure out how. I'm currently working on it.
Hold on.
But and the judge said these are the things they can introduce, these are the things they can't, but it still requires the defendant to testify.
Yes.
So that's basically where we're at with this one. So the jury will go out soon. But again, this is not going to matter with the election.
Yeah.
The election is going to come down to the 13 keys to the White House. Really, that's good. That's how you predict the elections. Do not look at the polls; they are incredibly misleading.
Yeah, despite the fact they're a European country.
I
made that joke.
I know, and it's such a shit joke.
Yeah, and I'll keep making it. Got 2 minutes. Rhythm Tower results.
Well, let's return to the hideout, see what I can get. So, yeah, you can buy cosmetics for the characters, including a Kiss outfit for Macaron.
Ah, no way.
Mr. John,
let's have a look at some of them.
I think so. Why are you? Because that makes no. So by.
Let's see.
Costume.
Let's see. Oh, no, I have to unlock them, do I? Or...
That's unfortunate.
Hang on. How do I... Oh, yeah, dumb.
Sorry, we've literally...
Oh, wait, you've got to go to the store. Hang on.
Calvin, every joke at your expense is funny. I concur.
Oh, yeah, I've got to go to the... where is the store?
Carl, we've got 1 minute.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay. Oh, sick, that's fun. Does he stay in that during
In cutscenes, yes.
Nice. That's fun, actually.
Yeah, you can even give 808 costumes. Anyway, so we'll be back on...
Carl will be back on
Thursday with Bloodstained. Tuesday, I'll figure out something. We'll probably discuss it at the social media meeting tomorrow.
I will be streaming Magic Arena tomorrow and something else on Thursday.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck in Naples. Seriously, man, we're rooting for you.
Thank you very much.
Which is something I'm really annoyed. You get much more of a barrier to get to day 2 than I had.
Yeah,
because in Pokemon, it's 7. You have to get 7 wins and 2 losses to make day 2.
I don't think it's a guarantee if you get 6-3. It's dependent on.
You really should aim for 7-2. I think.
Obviously, yeah. Cool.
Anyway, see you next week, guys.
Goodbye, all.
See you Thursday. In my case, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.